Hello everyone, odedex here. Welcome to episode 52 of Listen to Let's Play. So I'm back here in my reactor area because I've actually made a change of screen. I reverted the redstone signal to be coming from the last MFSU in the line and not the first, because then I actually realized that it was quite silly of me to take it from here, because then again this is why I actually had another MFSU here. I cannot take the signal from the first one, because if it emits a signal, it doesn't matter if that signal goes through the NOT gate and turns it off. It's still gonna emit a signal into the reactor and turn it on. So again, this redstone signal is changed into nothing. And also one more thing is, I've actually, because of it, and because of the way it's set up, there is actually no sense whatsoever to actually have that MFSU here. So I'm gonna take it off and replace it with, let's make sure I'm on lossless mode enabled. Take the MFSU off and replace it with an HV cable. Quad HV cable. Let's just empty that Lapotron crystal in here so I can insert it back into the charging system, because if it has half durability or something, it's not going to work. Another change that I've made off screen is a very simple one. I added a transposer here into, again, the void pipe obsidian system, because I've got 3 barrels full. I'm actually interested only the one with the leather, and I actually have that spare one with meat, but all of them are full anyway. So I added those. And by the way, if you didn't know, I cut corners in my shop here. If you stand on the corner, you can actually collect experience this way. So every so often I come here and collect something. However, they, like cows, bird drop an experience. It's not like blazes that drop a ton of experience. It's not really worth the trouble. Okay, so the new balance of power for my nuclear reactor system is actually adding a lot more energy into my entire network. So for now, I've actually turned off my liquid transposer, transposing lava into those geothermals. They're still running, but eventually it will finish all the lava and turn off, because I'm generating a lot of energy from that nuclear reactor. So for now, this one is turned off. And also, because I'm generating so much energy, I have changed the timer here from 1 second to half a second. It actually is still, I used my entire scrap buffer, because the mass fabricator receives so much energy that it runs through the scrap so fast. So I changed the timer here for half a second intervals. That's still not, sometimes the recycler still doesn't keep up, because sometimes the relay is being emptied. Like my 2 quarries running in my mining gate still don't manage. I haven't collected cobblestone or dirt for a really long time, and everything that is barely collected, like, straight goes into the recycler, and those 2 overclockers chew through them very, very fast. You can actually see them as I'm 2 stacks short here, because it goes through the stacks so fast. So I am actually considering getting some sort of a cobblestone farm to add here, so it has something to run on. Okay, and the next thing is actually a tip somebody gave me on one of my videos, on the comments on my videos. First, let me quickly burn through the energy of my Graviton suit. If you hit boost while flying, you can actually fly a lot faster. It's actually quite nice to move around, but you can see the percentage on the top left is getting used very, very, very fast. So you actually, if you get from point A to point B without boost and with boost, you consume a lot more energy, and it's simply not worth it if you're looking in the long run of energy usage. Anyway, consumed a large amount of energy. At first, I was thinking that using it with the charge pad would be quite a good idea, but apparently you can see the speed that it's being charged is very, very slowly. However, if you place it in an MFSU, it gets charged up a lot faster. You can see that the amount of EU being charged is a lot faster. I actually didn't know that. Apparently the code of the Graviton suit is different from anything else, and the fact that the MFSU can only output 512 EU per tick doesn't apply to the Graviton suit. It simply, takes a ton of power without caring about anything. So there's that. Alright, so since my quarries are finished and I'm very soon going to get to the next generation of resource generation, that didn't make much sense. Anyway, and since I've got that spare MFSU now, I was thinking about replacing this MFE with an MFSU so, you know, it can generate more energy and have a larger buffer of energy. So the first thing to do will be actually to give every macerator here also 10 overclocker upgrades and also give them one more transformer upgrade. So let me create a bunch of those. So I got my just made my two transformer upgrades, and I'm gonna take the 4 out of my charge pad because I'm actually not sure if they're even doing anything. Even if it charges a little bit faster, it doesn't actually make any difference. Alright, so first let's give let's place a second transformer upgrade in every macerator because an MFSU outputs a high voltage versus an MFE which outputs only medium voltage. So give those overclockers, and this MFE is storing 600,000 energy. So I actually don't, to be honest, I don't really care about it that much. But you know what? Let's not waste it completely. Let's do something like this. Let's temporarily disable all my wires so they stopped taking in energy. Let's get one of those Lapatron crystals to simply take out all the energy from within the MFE so nothing gets wasted, even though it's only 600,000 when I'm having those. Oh, I can't use. Okay, so let's just use this. Oh yeah, of course, you can't use a Lapatron crystal within an MFE. Okay, so this process, whoa, this process going to take slightly some time, so be right back. Okay, so the MFE is completely drained out. Let's remove it again, making sure that I'm on lossless mode. So 1, 2. Can collect that redstone. Apparently you can walk between a tube and wire or cable. Good to know. Okay, so let's place this tube and this cable so I can walk here, and yeah, okay. This is not very nice. Works. Okay, nothing exploded yet, that's great. And I can replace all the wire, cable, and also place an energy crystal here so blaze rods don't come here and start doing this. Oh, I'm having a lot of blaze rods within my tubing network. I think that's quite a bad idea. Actually, somebody told me that I should start regulating them into 64 stacks, which I think I'm actually going to do. Which means only like there is an inner buffer that will only let items flow within the network when it has a full stack instead of single blaze rods. Let's actually look into that. What do I need to create a regulator? Let's see. I want this. I think, however, that this thing will require electricity to work, and that may require me to actually power things. But let's see. Let's quickly craft one. So, okay, I think I got everything that I need. So for the regulator, first I'm going to need an item detector, which would require 1 pressure plate. So let's get one. And I think I should have the rest. Okay. And for the regulator, I'm going to need 2 buffers. So let's get 2, and I should have the rest again. Okay, so the regulator, I think it requires electricity. Okay, it doesn't require electricity. Awesome. Now let's see how do I set it up properly. Let's first clear my inventory quickly. And actually, I haven't used the regulator before. I've used it for something else, not for something like this. Let's see. I'm going to first need to go on the ground here. Okay, so let's replace 1 tube with this. The regulator thing should be facing this way. Yep. Okay, so Let's see. Okay, so it's relatively simple, and I also decided to go for 16 instead of full stacks, because also full stacks mean I'm gonna have a lot of bounce back in my tubes, which is something I don't really want. So I went for 16. Every time 16 or more blaze rods are being built up in this inner inventory here, it will simply send them off. So let's see, let's give this a small kick so it can go faster. Okay, so obviously now I'm gonna get a lot more. So it let off 2 stacks at a time because, okay, let's see what's gonna happen now. Okay, there we go. So every time getting slightly more. I don't know, I'm not sure why is it bouncing back. Anyway, there you go. Now I'm going to have only stacks of 16 or more within my tubes. Obviously, if I'm gonna have like only one blaze rod going into a generator, then yeah, then I'm going to start to have bounce back, but eventually it's something you can't really control, so can't really do anything about it. Or maybe, you know what, maybe I can do something about it. Let's see. Let's try and eliminate some of that bounce back. Let's put a buffer relay here. Okay, so anything comes... okay, here seems fine. Any blaze rod coming to this area will not go back to anything except for the generators. Now it can come back from here, it can bounce back from here if this relay is full, but anything, any relay, any blaze rod coming into this relay will not come back. This way I can just a little bit control the bounce back and reduce the lag in my world, which eventually will start to grow and grow and grow, and there is no need to make it any larger than what it is or what it can become. Also, let's add another one of those in here. Again, just to slightly eliminate... Okay, let's just actually do it here. Slightly eliminate the bounce back. So this, whoops. There we go. So again, just another one of those buffers, and it should help me slightly eliminate the bounce back. Not by much, but yeah, it's gonna help. Okay. So I forgot that... Yeah. I forgot that induction furnaces do not work with high voltage. Okay, let's quickly turn this off. And let's get some normal furnaces in here. Yeah, I'm getting weird stuff happening because of it. Okay, so I turned off my sorting machine. Let's get this fixed. Oh, I really should have thought about it. Yeah, induction furnaces do not like high voltage. They only like medium voltage, and actually forgot about it. I will need to get 2 normal furnaces and apply the upgrades to them as well. Let me get everything that I need. Alright, so at least not to stall my production system entirely. Let's temporarily set something up. So first take off those cables so nothing explodes. And place down the generators. Okay, actually I don't need that alloy wire anymore. It doesn't make much sense. Okay, 1 generator, place 2 transformer upgrades inside. And actually I'm gonna split the overclockers for the time being, so at least something is running and I'm not completely held back. Because I actually stopped my cores. I don't want anything to overload, and I actually also don't want to stop everything entirely for too long. So let's replace the cables. And I believe nothing should explode and I can get back to working order. So 1 and 2, nothing exploded. They are getting energy. And I can turn my mining back on. I turned off only 1 quarry, so basically the rate slows down. It doesn't stop entirely though. And also turn on the sorting machine again into this mode. Okay. So things are being sorted. That's good. Let's quickly also get rid of that thing that built up. Okay, so it's not super fast, but it's still running for now until I get my overclockers. But yeah, it's running. I noticed that... Ooh, it's back online. The thing here, I don't know, it stopped. I moved to my mining gauge and came back and noticed that the display here was gone. Just didn't appear, as if... Maybe Optifine hates it. Yeah, it was just like this, but not when I'm playing with my camera, but the entire thing, I don't know, it's just stopped for some reason, but it's back on. Okay, my geothermals officially died. And that means I'm no longer generating a surplus of energy here because, yeah, I'm only drawing energy from my reactor, and that one is outputting 512 U per tick, so is this. And this is why the energy is stable here. But I really don't like the fact that this one is running when it's not supposed to. Yeah, I'm going to add something here. Okay, so since I'm not really using those geothermals anymore, but I do have all that thing with the lava setup, that entire thing here, I'm actually considering changing some stuff around. First, I'm doing this mainly because the next problem that I want to solve is this. I don't want my mass fabricator to run if it has no scrap inside. It's wasting energy, it's wasting scrap, it's wasting everything, and I don't like that. And the way I'm considering about doing that is with Buildcraft gates. Buildcraft gates are pretty much the only way that I'm aware of, which can check in the inventory for items. Meaning I can check the inventory if it has scrap, and only if it has scrap, then it will do whatever it's supposed to do, and otherwise it wouldn't. So, let's see. The way I'm going to do it, I'm going to need to do it, is basically get some lasers, those lasers, which will be powering assembly table, this. And on that assembly table I can start creating the gates that I need. And the thing is that lasers require energy, so I was thinking about using magmatic engines instead of those geothermals here to actually power that. Let's do that. Let me get 3 magmatic engines from a mining gauge. All of you who are OCD and annoyed by the fact that that engine setup thingy here isn't balanced will be happy to know that now it is again. And I'm slowing this one down because I don't really care. I'm having those 2 extra cores still running, but they're not the main, they're not what I'm basing my resource production on. They're still running on the background because I don't mind, but yeah. As I said, they're not what I'm aiming for. So, let's see. Let's get back to my sorting room. I'm going to need to create 3 lasers because I'm using 3 magmatic engines. They will require diamonds, redstone, and obsidian. Let's get a lot of diamonds because I'm going to need it for the assembly table as well, meaning I'm also going to need some cobblestone and some wood. Okay. So lasers, I'm going to need 3. 1, 2, 3. Fortunately they stack, that's good. I'm going to need 1 cog changed and upgraded up to a stone, to go up to a diamond cog basically. Gear, not cog. They look like cog. And I think I can create an assembly table basically. Yep, no, short on 1 diamond. There we go. Alright, so let's place them in the world. So I'm going to remove 3. Where is my wrench? 3 of those geothermals. 1, 2, and 3. That wire here. Not too much wire. I can turn this thing back on. I basically just turned off the magmatic engine, giving power to everything here, so that this will now receive power again and start extracting lava. Place down the magmatic engines in the world. And let's have my lasers like this. Oh, they're really awkward. Okay, let's turn the engines to be up, and those engines... Oh, actually need them to sit on a block to be placed. Can they be placed like this? Yep, okay. So let's place 2 temporary blocks here. Will they break if I break the block? Nope. Okay, that's silly. Okay, so the lasers are receiving energy. Let's place my assembly table here. They should react. They have nothing to craft yet, but they should react. And let's start storing things in here. I'm gonna need a lot of different materials. Let's get everything that I need. Okay, so I got a bunch of different things. Also placing some diamonds and some colors. Actually, I'm gonna need colors for everything. And lapis as well. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go. I really like the golden gates. Golden gates are my favorites. Let's see. Gold. I need gold. Let's go for gold and gate. So I'm gonna need on an assembly table red pipe wire, blue pipe wire, and golden chipsets. So I also brought a chest so I can store everything it creates. So again, what did I need? Forgot. Short memory. Blue wire, red wire, and gold. Okay, so it's gonna start creating everything. It had a large buffer of energy, so it's gonna do it relatively fast. However, yeah, this one shut down. Oh, it created too much energy without doing anything, so it just shut down. Okay. This will require constant maintenance, fortunately. Well, actually, you know what? No. If they shut down when I don't need them, that's actually fine. They're not wasting lava. And they're creating a little bit more energy instead, so that's fine. No problem there. Okay, so this is gonna take a while. In the meantime, let's get everything that I need. I'm going to need some cobblestone, not cobblestone, but pipe. Which type of pipe I need? I need the one that doesn't do anything. Yeah, this one, the cobblestone cobblestone structure pipe. Okay, cobblestone transport pipe and gravel. Let's get gravel and a structure. Okay, just get 2. Don't need more than 1 actually, but let's just get 2. Can store them meanwhile and actually sort the rest of my inventory as well. Okay, so I finally got my golden chipset ready. Let's get 2 of those wires. I'm pretty sure that's everything that I need. I may need 1 more of those gates, but probably not. What am I doing wrong? Oh, oops, actually I need to place the materials here and craft the gate here. There you go. Let's do this. Now this is gonna take a while. Okay. By the way, starting to notice that my remaining time on the current cycle is starting to run low. This is why I really like this this thing. It really helps you monitor what's your current state with the uranium. Alright, so I'm gonna need... First I'm gonna need a lot of copper as well, because if I'm gonna use those quad and dual cells, I'm gonna need, by the way... oops, wrong machine. We're gonna need 1 quad and 3 duals. I should have the rest of the materials actually, probably, or not. Okay, first let's create the cells. Let's see. This 1 quad is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is dual, dual, and dual. Alright, so let's turn all of them into a dual cell. And let's turn 2 of those dual cells into a quad cell. There we go. So I got my next cycle ready to go. And actually, I still have that spare dense copper plate. So 7 more minutes and I can replace the cells. Still waiting for this to run. It's actually taking quite a while, but yeah, it should be ready eventually. Okay, so my golden gate is ready. Let's see if I can use it as is. Okay, so what are the rules for a mass fabricator? I think if I apply a redstone signal, it will shut down. Let's make sure that that's indeed the case. So let's apply a redstone signal. And yeah, you can see the scrap is building up. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't operate. So whenever I apply a redstone signal, it stops. That's the basic rule that I need to remember. So if I place the cobblestone structure pipe adjacent to it, I place my gate, right click. I want to check if the inventory is empty. No, that's actually what I need. Apply redstone signal. Okay, no, it's looking for this inventory. No, that doesn't help me. Okay, I may need to use some trickery in here to actually make this work. If I have an item in my inventory, for example, scrap, if there is space in my inventory, nope, if inventory is full. Oh, if it has an amplifier. Oh, so those are new things I didn't know existed. If it has no amplifier, create redstone signal. Nope, doesn't work. No, that doesn't make much sense. Okay, I think it may be the problem because it's connected to the wrong entrance area. It probably has to be connected to the bottom. Okay, so I'm guessing that I simply have to connect it to the bottom in order to work. Like the gate, the logic gate doesn't recognize the side as a possible way to look into the inventory. I think it will be a better problem for me to solve actually my scrap generation instead of this. If I can always make sure that I have enough scrap, or too much scrap for that matter, then I'm pretty much, I solve the problem. So I think I better just look into solving that problem instead. I'm gonna keep my gate for other uses, but for now I can turn it off. Okay, so those engines will eventually get stuck and stop working, and I can turn them on whenever I need to. Okay, so I'm going to do some trickery in here. I'm going to use an igneous extruder, that's another machine from thermal expansion that basically lets you create either obsidian, smooth stone, or cobblestone. Instead of creating a sophisticated system of breakers and lava blocks and water blocks and whatnot, you can basically just create this single block that consumes a little bit of energy but creates cobblestone, or again one of those products that you can get by combining water and lava. Basically it just removes the hassle and for a little bit of energy simplifies everything pretty much. So let's create 3 of those. I'm going to need a pneumatic servo, so that's some iron, glass and redstone, and I think I have everything I need. Pretty sure. Alright, so 3 pneumatic servos and 3 igneous extruders. Alright, now I'm not going to trouble myself too much. I'm simply going to place these guys in my mining age right next to my already collecting ender chest. In a way it also receives power from everything that it needs. So just like this, this and this. Actually, this one will not work. We need to rotate this one. Like this. Okay, so I want to create cobblestone in each and every one of them. Now, cobblestone is the only product that if you give the igneous extruder water and lava, it wouldn't care. It doesn't waste any of them. Just gonna need to get those though. Let's do that. how can I get by doing that? Okay, I'm gonna need 3 lava buckets. Can I just right click, maybe? Hopefully. Yep. Okay, so a lava bucket in each. And then I'm gonna need a water bucket in each as well. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, now I'm generating cobblestone, and cobblestone doesn't require... Oh, apparently I don't even need to supply it with energy. That's even better. Okay, so all the output will be sent from this one to the right. All the cobblestone will go to the right, so that's the orange slot to the right. Can disable all the other slots. Here it will be to the left. And here it will also be to the right. Okay, so basically just increase my cobblestone generation by a bunch. And the thing is with the igneous extruder, because as you might know, cobblestone as it is, you can actually create a cobblestone generator from a water block and a lava block, and none of them will ever be consumed. Unlike, for example, stone, that you actually need to destroy a water source block to get smooth stone, and for obsidian you actually need to destroy a lava source block to get obsidian. Cobblestone can be created by combining not the source block, but the flowing block of water and lava. So this is why they're never being used, the water and lava. And the fact that they don't require energy is actually quite surprising. I did expect those to require some energy. This actually makes them a lot more powerful, because these guys are basically now generating cobblestone forever, which is actually very nice. Anyway, this way I'm making sure, or at least trying to make sure, that I'm always getting enough thing to recycle. This is still not enough though. Do I want more? Alright, I'm gonna look into it later. Well, anyway guys, as you can see, to the same problem you may have different solutions. So this is always a good thing to think about the problem from all the different angles. For example, I just didn't want to break my mass fab and my entire relay system just to place that pipe, because also the relay acts as a proper buffer and the pipe doesn't. The pipe doesn't care if the inventory is full or not, and this way you may get spills and you don't want them. Definitely don't want them. So I just prefer to address the problem like this by simply creating more scrap. Okay, this near depleted uranium isn't really, not sure what to do with it, if anything at all. Don't really care though. I'm gonna store it though. What can I do with an near depleted uranium? Can do this. Can create an depleted isotope cell. Those are some weird recipes. Okay, anyway, let's just start the new cycle. Like this. And yeah, getting some more energy again. Should be at the same rate. Nothing should have changed. 220 EU per tick. I may start exploring more efficient ways to create energy again, looking mostly just for... Why am I not generating energy? Okay, there we go. I'm looking forward mostly towards designs that are completely stable. Nothing that may cause explosions, but you know, exploring new areas is always a good idea. Anyway, as usual, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.